Hi, everybody. Welcome back for another In the Cards and Stars Tarot Tea Time. Welcome. How's everybody doing? Oh my God, Lawyer Moog is in here. Chrissy's in here. Hey, Chrissy. Hi. Are you able to do a reading on Camila Cabello and her boyfriend Henry Jr. on the status of their relationship? You know what? We can kick off with that. Why not? Let's start with that. Excuse me. Okay, guys. So here's the tea on my life. Thank you guys for being so patient. Doing better. As you can tell, I'm not 100%, but feeling better. Feeling better. I'm on the mend. I've been gone for like 2 weeks, as you guys might notice. And yeah, just I finally did have to get some more antibiotics. I got a secondary infection. It's been a whole thing. You guys are traveling. I don't know, wear a mask on an airplane because there are some nasty viruses out there right now. But anyway, love you guys. Thanks for being so patient while I work to get better. Still on the mend. I can't wear eye makeup right now because it like the whatever the sinus infection like traveled to my eye. So cute, so wonderful, guys. It's been fabulous. So I can't wear eye makeup yet. So we're doing these, but yeah. And I don't have the lights too bright here because I don't want to trigger a migraine. But I should be good in a few more days. Good Lord. Okay. Hi, Sage. Hi. Thank you so much, Sage. I appreciate it. Watching WWE. Oh my God. But also here for the tea. Love it, Sage. Love it. We were watching a documentary the other night about some like wrestling family. It was very, very juicy. So I love it. I love it. Your voice sounds better. Thank you, Chrissy. My voice is feeling so much stronger. I went from the coughing to then an infection that settled in the sinuses of my face. I didn't really even know that could happen, but live and learn. Live and learn. But okay, let's spill some tea. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. Yes, it's WrestleMania. Oh my God, so fun. Loving the aw. Thank you, Sage. I needed that. I feel like a vampire right now. Like the paleness and the whatever. So it's giving Twilight. Oh my God. But I appreciate it, Sage. You're so sweet. Hey, Penny. How's it going? Woo woo. Let's get this tea tribe party started. Okay, Chrissy. So we're going to start with yours. I'm going to go ahead and pull a card just to check in. I have I have a pretty good list here, guys. I'm excited. I've been just like watching YouTube videos while I've been recovering and just like writing down notes of different things I want to pull cards on. So I've got a ton, but let's definitely start with Chrissy's request. So a reading checking in on Camila Cabello and her boyfriend Henry Jr. What is the status of their relationship? What is the status? These are actually kind of annoying me. I'm going to take them off. I was trying to be like cuter, but forget it. Okay. It's kind of dark in here, isn't it, guys? Oh, well. Okay. I don't know if that helped or hurt. Oh my God. Ew, the blush looks bad. You guys, just bear with me. Oh my Lord. Okay. Anyway, don't look at me. Turn off the screen. Okay. So let's see. Camila Cabello and Henry, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. What's going on with them? What is going on with them? The moon. Okay, a lot of emotions. There's a lot of feelings between the two of them. I feel like that's sort of Camila Cabello in every relationship that she gets into, right? Neptune just left Pisces, which is a big deal for Camila. So I feel like she's going to be getting a lot more clarity when it comes to her creativity, when it comes to romance. So this is a time, I think, over the next like 13 or so years where I do think Camila is gonna be, like, solidifying more in her feelings. We're gonna see her a little less, she's really go with the flow in interviews and stuff. We're gonna see her a little bit less like that. But right now with the moon card, she is in a time of transition when it comes to getting clarity around her emotions, specifically when it comes to this relationship. Yeah, isn't she a Pisces? I believe so, Penny. I know she has. Yeah. I have had toy looks fine. What? What, Chrissy? Um, yes, I believe she is a Pisces Penny. And I think she also has, yeah, a Pisces like South node. So I really do think this is a time where there was like a karmic ending for her around feeling confused. You know what I mean? Okay, Chrissy. I was like, what does it mean? Okay, so the moon card, definitely this is a time of transition for her. She's figuring some stuff out with her feelings. Okay, interesting. What about Henry? Let's do past, present, future, allegedly. She's got a lot of Pisces, Gigi says, for sure. Yeah, we fall quick. Oh my God, Penny, I love it. That's so sweet, though. I think like people who are romantic at heart, like that's really nice. We need people like that in this life. The problem is life can be harsh, right? And then people with the sweetest hearts sometimes get hurt the most, which is lame. Okay, past, present, future. It shouldn't work that way. So when they first got together, ooh, interesting. Queen of Wands. Remember when she had her, this like makes me think of when she had her hair dyed blonde and she was feeling herself. She was in her like Camila XOXO era. Like she was feeling herself. She loved it. Like as long as you like it, like who cares, right? But I did feel like she was trying on a different persona. It felt a little bit Queen of Wands because it's like this, there's a lot of yellow here. There was a lot of like lightness, brightness. I think we even pulled the Queen of Wands for her back in that time period. Actually, I know we did. I remember it because it was so dead on. She was definitely like following her inner fire. But when she met him, she was kind of ready to get out of that Camila XOXO, period of time where she was dressing that way. That was kind of, I don't know, she was just trying to be sort of like Xtina, like nasty, which is fine. She's a pop star. She was trying on something different. But now she's back with her dark hair. And I do think that's sort of symbolic of her, kind of being herself again. Um, and people go through phases. You try on different hairstyles, you try on different clothing styles. But when they met, Queen of Wands in reverse, she was ready to experience something a little different. I think she wanted to sort of find somebody again who was like gonna help her to feel real love, the moon card, get her back in touch with her emotions. I think after Shawn, she felt like she had to run from her feelings in a way and she was healing. Okay. So very interesting. I'm gonna flip the deck again since oh my God, we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that. Okay. Three of Pentacles. So this is her present energy. Yeah, she's back in the studio. She's working again. She wants to hustle. She wants to work hard. Monkey girl, I love that request. Yes, we will definitely do that. Um, but Camila wants to work hard. She's like feeling good again. She's feeling inspired again with Neptune leaving Pisces. I do think that she's going to feel a little bit more solid about her identity, about what she wants. I'm getting a lot of energy about Camila here. I'm not really getting any feeling about like Henry. I just got goosebumps. So it's kind of like confirmation. She's definitely, this kind of reminds me of like Sydney Sweeney when I did that reading for her. Um, It feels like maybe that was for the Patreon. It feels like she just is focused on her own thing right now. I just don't feel a lot of like romantic energy, which is fine. Maybe she's just like not in that place. I don't know. It sort of reminds me of Justin Bieber, how he said, like, I got married and I thought that was going to solve all my problems and it didn't. So, maybe she's overcoming codependence. I don't know. But this is interesting here. Okay. So, what about the future for she and Henry, since I'm not getting any romantic energy at all in this reading, allegedly, for entertainment purposes? What is the future for those two? Hmm. Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, she's trying to ignore what she sees as the writing on the wall, allegedly. Like, have you ever been in a relationship and like this used to happen to me when I was younger. Like, I would know that I wanted to break up with someone, you know what I mean? But I would like avoid it because I actually like I didn't want to really break up with someone. I didn't want to hurt their feelings. I didn't know, like you would question yourself. And so this would be like avoiding a breakup, maybe even bargaining with yourself, like trying to pick your own brain, like be like, well, maybe I'm just thinking that because, but the truth is like, maybe you're thinking of that because it's actually what you want. Maybe the truth is you just need to admit to yourself that you're not really in it. And that's what I feel for her. So I don't think that she's broken up with him as of now. I don't think that, I don't know, but I also don't think her heart is in it. And I think she's getting to a place where she's gonna realize that pretty soon with the moon card. So, very interesting. I don't think this is, like, the one for her in her mind. Like, I just don't think that she feels that way. Hold on, let me flip some of my cards back over before I reshuffle. Yeah, I don't get a feeling that this is, like it's like the reason season or lifetime. This is a season, I feel. This is a really it's an important season for her. It's been a season of healing. I think he's been a good person to her. I think he's been very solid. I think it's what she needed at the time. But I just get this feeling like there is going to be an inevitable ending with that. Yeah, the 6 of swords. So interesting. We'll leave it at that for them. But wishing her the best. I'm glad that she is feeling grounded again, and I'm glad that we're getting some, like, positive cards for her that feel a little bit less erratic, you know? It feels less dramatic, it feels less erratic, it feels, like, solid, so that's good, and I think that's in alignment with her astrology too. Okay, Monkey Girl says, "Can you please check or can you check to see if Kylie and Timothy will get engaged or break up?" Oh my god, you guys, they have been everywhere, like, in all the YouTube videos, like, everybody's been talking about how they were all over each other at Coachella, and then other people have been saying other gossip blogs have been saying that, like, Timothy's sister, Pauline, doesn't really like Kylie, and it's very awkward between them, and Timothy's been spending less time with his sister, who he's very close with, because of Pauline not liking Kylie or what, and everything that she stands for, allegedly. So that's tough, right? If he's feeling like he's in the middle, it might be that sort of situation where it's like, are they gonna move forward or are they not? Patty says, "Can you please do Shawn?" Just checking energies. See if there's any romantic relationship between him and Helena since the trip to Peru. We haven't seen anything from her. Does it look like Shawn will come back in Camila's life? Okay, before we move on to Kylie and Timothy, we'll pull that card really fast just because it's like we're kind of in the vibe of them. So, okay, we'll do that real quick. Let's see. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, Shawn Mendes and Helena. Is Shawn in a relationship with Helena? Or what's Shawn's energy? Let's see what comes through. I feel like he's single, but let's just see what comes through for him. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Judgment in reverse. Okay. Shawn's another one. At the bottom of the deck, what we don't see is the Hanged Man. He is still okay. Remember how he said at that one concert, he was like, I am figuring myself out when he was talking about his sexuality. I don't think that he has clarity there. We have the Judgment in reverse. I think he's trying to figure out his sexuality, allegedly. And then with this Hanged Man, it's like he just doesn't know. So I feel like he is not really solid with anyone. I don't think he's even really solid with himself at this moment. Again, he and Camila do tend to mirror each other. They had a lot of past life connections when we did that deep dive. I think it was like last year into their birth charts, and we saw some past life soulmate energy between them. So they do mirror each other a lot. And I would say that they both are kind of in a place where they are figuring out things about themselves, so their journey is more about their own like personal development. And I don't think either of them are really ready, like on a spiritual level, to be with someone long term. It's like they're still in this like growth period. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't get that he's with that girl. I feel like Hanged Man energy. Anything else about Shawn Mendes and his love life? Yeah, they always mirror each other. It's crazy. Patty says, isn't it though? It really is crazy. Patty, it's like, what the heck? Like, they were both spotted with people, they both will, like, get into a relationship. They both like, it's very interesting. Their music can mirror each other as well at times, like, the different topics they discuss. It's almost like they communicate through music, you know? Anything else about Shawn's love life? Page of Cups, yes, okay, an emotional new beginning. So, he is also going through a period of transformation where he is trying. He's in the Hanged Man right now, but he wants to get to Page of Cups energy. He wants a new beginning with his love life, with his relationships. Um, did you guys see that he commented on a post that Bad Bunny did? This was like a few weeks ago, but it was like kind of a thirst trap type of post. and he wrote guapo on it, like, which means, handsome or good looking. Shawn, I mean, so everybody was people were like, "Shawn, like, stay away from my man," or whatever, and it was kind of a funny thing, but then, like, they were showing their photos, and it was like, I could see him with someone like that, like, looks-wise, I feel like that would be his type if he does, decide to date a man, or if he decides to come out, like, I could see him being with someone like that because I do think he likes Latinos, Latinas, that's definitely, like, his type, and the fact that he wrote guapo on there, it's like, I feel like Shawn is starting to feel himself more. He's starting to get more comfortable with his sexuality, with who he is. But as of now, he is in this hanged man energy. So yeah, judgment and hanged man, that's tough. This is like a tough, this is tough. This makes me feel very stuck. When you take the judgment card and you put it with the hanged man, it's like, I feel like intuitively, it's like, I really don't know what to do. Like, I'm very stuck. It's like fight or flight or freeze. It's like frozen kind of. So he's got to work on that. But I think he will work through it. And I think he will get to this Page of Cups energy. And then I think we're going to see him really happy. But right now, he still feels like there's a lot of himself that he's hiding or he's just trying to get comfortable with on his own first. Interesting. He's also been famous for a long time since he was a kid, and that's tough on people. It really is. I think it does something to like your psyche when you feel like you're always thinking about how others are thinking of you. That's kind of its own form of trauma. So Gigi says they're both going through their nodal return. Yes. Right, Gigi. Right. So it's like with that Astro tea. I mean, thank you, Gigi. I appreciate the sprinkle of the Astro tea because that's a big deal. Yeah, when you're going through your nodal return, you are redefining your entire life. You're defining your identity. You're getting solid about who you want to be as an adult. And so we do see a lot of people change during that Saturn return, or I'm sorry, during that nodal return, because it's like you're coming to terms with your real life purpose and who you are and what you have to let go of. It's intense and it can totally shift like your trajectory. People change jobs, they change partners, like things just shift for them a lot. Hmm. Penny, oh my god, I almost choked on my Diet Dr. Pepper. Bad Bunny and Shawn. Wow, could be interesting. I mean, right? Penny could be quite interesting. Okay, now let's check. Oh wait, and then you wanted to see if he and Camila, or if he's going to come back into Camila's life. Okay, I think they are in each other's lives. I think that I don't think they talk every day or anything, but I do think that they've come to a good place of like being at peace with each other. But we'll pull a card to see. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, Camila and Shawn. Eight of Wands. Oh my God, stop. Why? Why does this always happen? This is like messages moving quickly. Things moving quickly. Oh God. Are they like having They might be having conversations right now. What if they make an album together? That would be amazing. If they like don't get back together, but they finally make the album we've all been waiting for. Like, wouldn't that be fabulous? I would love it. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, mixed with the Eight of Wands. Okay, guys, this is going to sound so crazy, but just bear with me. This is alleged for entertainment purposes. I think that sometimes because we have this card in reverse, I think that sometimes, like, if Camila's feeling sad or vice versa, if Shawn's feeling sad, I do think that they talk to each other. I really do. I think that they will lean on each other. And I think they have to be very careful with that because to me, this doesn't look like it's ever going to be what it once was, but it's almost like they reach out for each other as like a comfort zone. Do you know what I mean? So I think right now, allegedly for entertainment purposes, I think they are talking. And I think it's because Camila has been wanting to talk to him about stuff that's been going on with her with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, maybe her career advice. Yeah, I definitely think they lean on each other and they are on good terms right now. So as long as it works for them, but I do think that that's a slippery slope. They have to be careful that they don't end up hurting each other, especially if one of them were to move on in a very new way, like Shawn were to start dating Bad Bunny. I do think that Camila would be like shocked and hurt just because I think she would have to accept on a deeper level that like, maybe they aren't ever, I don't know, going to get back together. I know this sounds so crazy, but whenever I read them, I go into like this bizarre, like the story gets so layered. There's so many feelings here. They got to be careful. I don't know how they can talk to each other when they have this much between them. Maybe it's a Pisces South Node thing. I don't know. Okay. Or a Pisces North Node thing. Okay, Gigi says, "Wait, oh my god, Bad Bunny is a Pisces as well." Oh my god. Love hurts. I know, Patty, like it does when it comes to them. It really does. So, hopefully they find, their person and they both find a way to just be able to keep things, friendly, but it's tough. When I read them, I just get a lot of energy. Oh my god, Bad Bunny. Yeah, Bad Bunny's a Pisces as well. Gigi, that is crazy. No wonder. No wonder Shawn is like attracted. And if you ever look at them like side by side, like they kind of look alike. And they say that sometimes you're attracted to people that like you look like, and that's not always the case, but they do say sometimes. And I could see them being attracted to each other if, and they both have rumors that they could be, interested in men. Bad Bunny has rumors, so does Shawn. They both like the flowy shirts. I could just see them being like a little dynamic duo. So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe 2026, maybe later this year. We'll see. But whatever makes them happy. So, sending them all love. And we're going to move on to check in on Monkey Girl's request of looking at Kylie and Timothée. Will they get engaged or break up? Okay. So, like I was sort of like talking about before, I know we jumped around a little bit here. Oops. But first of all, they were seen at Coachella, like all over each other. It does seem like they're very into each other. There's a lot of attraction. At the same time, sources have stated that Timothy hasn't been speaking to his sister as much lately, who he's very close with, Pauline, because Pauline allegedly doesn't like Kylie and everything that she stands for. Now, I get that. I totally get that. I think I would be extremely concerned if Kylie Jenner was dating my brother. Okay, I would, because it's like apparently Pauline has been concerned about, whether or not she's dating um Timothy for clout or for career reasons, just like a lot of concerns. The Kar Jenners don't have the best reputation of being in long-term relationships. So there's that. If you're a sister, you're already going to be protective. I know I'm protective of my brother. So, like, I get that. I totally get where Timothy's sister's coming from. The sad thing is that sources have stated that Timothy's been spending a lot less time with his sister because of his relationship with Kylie. I don't think that's great, right? Like that's sad. I think that's a red flag. Like, and maybe his sister's overbearing. I don't know. Let's definitely pull some cards though to see, because I do think that can cause a lot of tension, especially if Timothy is thinking of proposing. Like, you're not just marrying the person they say, you're marrying the family. And if he doesn't draw boundaries with the Kardashians, if he doesn't draw boundaries with his own family, like, and if they don't get along, like it could be a lot. It could be a lot, not saying that you can't work through it, but it just sounds like it's kind of intense. So definitely want to check in on them with all that background now that we have that background in our heads. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Chrissy. Thank you for the request. I appreciate it. Patty says, going back to Kylie and Timothy, honestly, looks so awkward. I know. I know. So the last relationship that Timothy had that was public was with Lily Rose Depp. And I don't know why they broke up. Um, doesn't Lily Rose Depp date women now? I think that she does. So maybe that was a factor. But to me, when I look at I'm telling you guys, I've had a lot of time on my hands while I've been sick and recovering, just laying on the couch watching tea videos. I got a lot of stuff to talk about with you guys. But I was looking at this one video where where Timothy and Lily Rose Depp were together, and there was one time that they were spotted together. They were kissing on a boat, and there were those photos that went viral because he had like his mouth open, looking awkward, and he's even joked about it, saying that like he went to bed that night and he was thinking like, I had the best night or best day of my life on the boat, with his then girlfriend that he loves so much. And he goes, and then the next day I woke up and I saw these photos of me looking like a toad or whatever. He said something funny like that. And it was funny. It was self-deprecating. It was cute. And he was right. Like, it was very unflattering photos of him. And whatever, he was living his life and paparazzi caught some weird angles. But when I look at them together, at least like just optically, they look like they match. They look like they go together. There's something about their vibes. There's something about their energy, even like the clothes they wear. They just seem like they go together. When you look at Kylie and Timothy, they seem like opposites, but sometimes opposites can attract, right? And sometimes they can balance each other out. So I don't know. There just seems to be a lot going on, and people do seem to be ramping up their okay. Those two cards flew. And I am just screaming on the inside. I can't wait. Like, I can't believe that these are the cards that flew out, you guys. The Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Oh, like if I could scream without hurting y'all's ears, I would scream. I cannot get over this. She is in love. Capital L, capital O, capital V, capital E. She's so in love that these cards flew. Y'all saw that. Kylie Jenner is the Queen of Cups and there's Ace of Cups energy. This you can't get more in love than this. This is being so in love and your cup runneth over with love and joy. If she proposed or if he proposed right now over the phone, she would say yes. So, here's a good thing. Pauline, Timothy's sister, if you are watching, honey, from us one sister to another, I get it. But luckily, the tarot T tells us that she really does love your brother. I don't think that there is no like fakery here going on from Kylie's side. She is in love with him. Okay, so that's at least good. That's at least good. Okay, what are y'all saying? I got to check in with you guys. They don't look genuine. I get it. I agree, Patty. Some people just don't look like they go together. Lawyer Mo's laughing. Lawyer Mo, did you see those cards fly? What's that? I don't know what that emoji means, Michael, but that's funny. Uh, they're both okay. Also, both being French American, it made sense. Okay. Right? All right, y'all making me laugh. Okay, so for Kylie, we know 100%. We know 100% how Kylie feels. Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups. Okay. Now let's see. How does Timothy feel? And let's see, I don't know, let's look into Timothy. How does he feel about getting engaged? And because I mean, we couldn't be more clear about Kylie's feelings. How does Timothy feel about getting engaged? Oh my God, please pray for Pauline if the Kardashians ever make it into the family. Gigi, I am. I am praying so hard for Pauline. She seems like it's like such a nice, like normal, probably mentally well woman, And the Kardashians, they just are in a different they're in a whole different stratosphere. I think the way they think, the way they operate. I mean, honestly, guys. Okay. So how does Timothy allegedly feel about Kylie and the idea of getting engaged at this moment? Raise from you 2 times at the doctor. What? What does that mean, Michael? Raise from you 2 times at the doctor? I'm so confused. X-ray. X-ray from you 2 times at the doctor. I still don't get it. Okay. How, how does Timothy feel? I know I went to the doctor a bunch of times. That is true. Tired of doing that. Okay, the Hierophant. It's the marriage card. You guys, this is lessons in marriage. Yes. Okay, you guys, sometimes the tarot tea is just so clear because I'm sick. Michael, I don't understand what you're saying, but I love you, sweetheart. And I know that what you're saying probably makes sense. Either I'm not getting it or lost in translation. The Hierophant, yeah. So this is a definite yes from him. Guys, this I don't know if I've ever had a reading this clear before. Never mind. I know, sweetie. I love you. I'm sorry. I don't know what you meant. But I did go to the doctor 2 times. Yes. um, and they finally figured out what's going on with me. Thank goodness. I'm so bored from being sick that I want to cry. Okay, so Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, Kylie, in love, obsessed, ready to put a ring on it, would marry him with a Cracker Jack ring, would marry him with a string on her finger. Like, so sweet. I love this actually. And love can heal. I mean, she might be changing as a person. Like, this is the kind of love that could change you. and like, help her move away from some of the superficiality of her family. So we never know. Maybe she and Pauline could be friends someday. I don't know. But he's in Hierophant vibes. So yes, he is ready to propose. He wants to get married. I think it's just a matter of time. So this is just a 100% yes, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. But this is a yes card. This is a yes energy. Oh my God. I love this. This is so cute. Okay. Lessons in marriage, indeed. Yes, Michael. Yes. Have you learned life lessons in marriage, Michael? Oh my gosh. Hi, Robin. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you, Robin. That means a lot. I really appreciate it. You guys are so sweet. I have not been that sick in a long time. And thank you. Y'all have been so sweet and supportive. So, okay, let's see how Timothy feels. Since we know how he feels about Kylie, we know he wants to get married, allegedly. How does Timothy feel about the relationship between Kylie and his sister Pauline? Like, is there any truth to those rumors or any tarot tea truth at least? Let me pull a card for Pauline first. How does Pauline feel about Kylie? Just Kylie, not the whole Kar Jenner family, just Kylie. Allegedly, how does Pauline feel about Kylie? Hmm. Guys, look at this. Knight of Swords with the sword out in front. I would say allegedly she is not a fan. She is not a fan. I think she has voiced her opinion loud and clear. Hopefully not to Kylie, just because I think that's a little bit, I mean, that might be crossing a boundary or two. We don't want to get like Jerry Springer territory here. But I definitely think that she's spoken to Timothy about it. And with the Knight of Swords being the swords energy of the messages, this would be aggressive communication. So I do think that she has, very openly and maybe passionately told him how she feels. Like, I feel like this is someone who is like, all right, I don't like this, blah, blah, blah. Like they've had a real discussion. Okay. Okay. She had to say what she had to say. How does Timothy allegedly feel about Pauline, his sister, being a Knight of Swords energy when it comes to his relationship with Kylie, whom he Hierophant energy wants to marry and learn some life lessons and all that? How does he feel about Pauline's communication? Seven of Cups. He is very torn. He's very torn. It's like he doesn't really know what to do. Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I mean, it's sort of like, what do you do? What do you say? If someone feels how they're going to feel, like you can't change their mind. All you can do is maybe hope that eventually over time they'll see how happy this person makes you and they'll come around. But yeah, I feel like he's kind of confused. And I think yeah, it's confusing. It's disappointing. It's stressful. I don't get that he's angry. I don't get that he's hurt, really. I get that he's just sort of like a mix of emotions. 7 of Cups, it's like he's really trying to figure out, like, what do I do? How do I even deal with this, Lots of more questions than answers, I think, on that front. Okay, and then how does Kylie allegedly feel about the Knight of Swords energy sister? Because I'm sure she's aware. You can tell when someone doesn't really like you. How does Kylie feel allegedly? Oh, Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, she feels like it's sort of kinda puts a little bit of a damper in the fairy tale because this is another knight card though, which is interesting. So, the Knight of Cups, this is like bringing someone a cup of love, a cup of friendship, if this is not a love reading. In reverse, this to me is like someone who's like, "I tried to get you to like me, and I really wanted you to like me, and I thought that you would like me, but in reverse, but you don't." And it's very interesting that in this reading, we're getting the Knight of Swords in the upright for Pauline and the Knight of Cups in reverse for Kylie. So the two knights, I mean, this is confirmation for me that this is what's going on here. They're mirroring each other, but in a way where she didn't get the response that she wanted. And let's see. You guys mentioned Gigi, I think Gigi mentioned that they're French American. Yeah, and like I've been to France before. I've been to France before. When we went to Paris and spent some time there, definitely everybody was was nice to us, of course, and polite, but the culture is different, right? And definitely, like, they don't do things like modifications, like, if you don't like at least the restaurants I went to, if you don't like a certain thing, like, you can pick it off, like, it was the attitude that French people have is just very different. They're gonna be very upfront, at least from my impression. They're gonna be very upfront, they're gonna tell you what they think and what they feel, and they have a very set idea of, like, what something is. So I could see this taking place if culturally Pauline has more of that French mindset to where maybe she was just like, "Okay, like, I don't," sort of like, it doesn't really matter what Kylie was gonna do, like, sources have said that she doesn't like what Kylie stands for. So it's sort of like more of a principle thing. It's like on principle, maybe she doesn't like her. So who knows? Over time, if they do get married, I think over time, they could become friends. I really, because I'm just getting with this Knight of Cups, I'm getting that Kylie is always gonna want to be friends with her, so I think that she would just need to understand that they're happy, and I think she would come around. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Another thing that I saw this past week was that a lot of rumors starting to circulate that, what's his name? Ethan Slater, and I'm just gonna kind of reshuffle these while I'm talking. Ethan Slater and Ariana Grande are supposedly broken up, or at least, like, about to break up on the rocks. And in this report, they actually mentioned that people started to notice a little breakdown of their relationship at the premiere of Wicked, and how she was really more with Cynthia Erivo. It was only seen with Ethan a couple times, and people are saying that it's getting weird, like, that Ethan really wants to be with her, and it mirrored the tarot tea reading that we did at that time so perfectly. I will actually find that reading, and I'm gonna put the link below if anybody wants to, like, rewatch that, and I'll try to find the report as well to put it, because it was a video I watched, and I was just like, "This is crazy," because this is exactly the reading that we did back at that time. Because I was surprised to see that the relationship was already breaking down, but it looks like it is. So I do wanna do an updated reading on them just to kinda see where they're at now, allegedly. Does anybody have Easter plans, by the way, you guys? What's everybody doing? We're having the fam over. I just picked up some, like, really cute Easter cookies from this bakery by our house that I'm obsessed with. They're like little bunnies and, like, little, carrots, and we got, like, our niece and nephew some cards and, like, I don't know, I'm excited. I love doing holiday stuff. So, I can't wait for that. And we ordered barbecue, you guys. We're just because 'cause I'm not cooking this year because I haven't been feeling well, which works for me. We got mac and cheese coming, we got barbecue, pulled pork, like, I am so excited. Church and family, Easter egg hunt, fun. I love it, Chrissy. Penny, family dinner, fun. It's gonna be so much fun, you guys. I love it. Love a good holiday. Yeah, Sage says, "Hey, Robin." Okay, so update on Ethan and Ariana. What's going on with them? Are they actually broken up, or is there truth to those new rumors? What is going on with them? Let's get a card for Ariana Grande in the situation. Ooh, the Fool card in reverse. Thank you, Sage. I appreciate that. I hope you have a good day tomorrow too. It will be nice. The Fool card in reverse, you guys. So this is her wanting to have a fresh start, a new beginning. I mean, the Fool card, look, in the leopard outfit, with the flower, with the head to the sky. Like, the Fool card is such a fun card about just being, like, footloose and fancy free. It's like, I have no obligations. I don't answer to anyone. I'm gonna do what I want. In reverse, this is feeling blocked from having this new beginning. So, to me, this definitely confirms that if she's not single right now, she wants to be desperately. She wants to be free, and I really think that she wants to be public about what she's doing. In reverse, this definitely feels like she's either hiding it, like maybe she is single, but she's hiding it and it's a little frustrating for her, or she is still with him, but, like, barely sees him, because she actually doesn't want to be with him anymore. I think that whole situation created quite the media firestorm, especially because his marriage was destroyed in the process. And that became such a public storyline, right? So, yeah, I don't know, but we called it a while ago. When men leave their wives, what happens 9 times out of 10? They go through the fling, and then that ends, and then they're left alone regretting all of their life choices, and by that time, the wife that they left crying and, devastated has moved on, has realized that they're, not a nice person and is over them, and a lot of the times, they're already moved on to someone who's better for them. So, typically, karma does catch up with these people. I've seen it time and time again. So I do think that that's just a matter of time, but Ariana, okay, guys, at the bottom of the deck, what we don't see, okay, you guys, we have this 4 of Wands. Now, I moved the deck like this, I don't know if y'all saw that, but it wasn't reversed but I yeah. 4 energy is about a strong foundation. In reverse at the bottom of the deck, hidden, this is basically saying that, like, there was an attempt to create a firm family foundation. And it's not happening. I do not think that they are. I don't think they're together. I don't think they're gonna last. I think if they are together, it's like very much more of Ariana kind of stringing him along, allegedly. Okay, what are you guys saying? Let me see. Just WrestleMania day 2 for me. LOL. Oh, I love it, Sage. I go on walks in my neighborhood and have seen actual freaking bunny rabbits. It's too cute. Oh my god, Sage, I love it. Sage, you're living it up, seeing bunny rabbits, WrestleMania Day 2. Okay, having a good time. I love it. Yeah, Sage, my area is covered in bunnies. I have babies by one of my roses. Oh my God. Penny, that sounds like a fairy tale. Bunnies and roses. I love it. I love it. That's precious. Hi, cough. Hi, Britt. Hope you're feeling better. Do you plan to check out Luke Newton soon? Okay. Literally, I wrote it in my notes because I've had so many requests and I promised last time I would. So, yes, we will. Wait, he was spotted in Cyprus yesterday, where Antonia is from. So, still together. Interesting. Has the breakup energy changed? We will absolutely pull a card on that. Oh my God. Okay. Gigi says, how is Ethan feeling? All right, let's see. How is Ethan Slater, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, feeling? Thank you for that update, Cough. That is crazy. I'm so interested in that one as well. Because before we got that he was like avoiding a breakup. Okay. Gigi says it doesn't shock me. Gigi says, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I love it, Gigi. Okay. How is Ethan feeling? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. How is Ethan Slater feeling with all this energy from Ariana? All the rumors that they've broken up or that she is stringing him along. All right, I had like good and shuffle. I got 2 cards. I'm going to take them both. Oh, my Lord. Okay. King of Wands and Ace of Swords. He does not want to give up. And this is exactly what was mirrored in that story that I saw on YouTube. Like, they said that Ariana is over it, that she wants to break up with him, that she is done, that she has been very scarce since the premiere of Wicked, that she already started to distance herself, allegedly, at that premiere. And since she really has been just not around as much, and that he is basically like, I will do whatever it takes to be with you. Like, he does not want to break up with her. It's kind of like he'll go into like doormat mode, sort of like begging. Very sad. But we have the King of Wands and the Ace of Swords, so that makes sense. This is like him being extremely passionate about her, wanting to pursue her, wanting to be with her. The King of Wands is like the most passionate card in the deck. So, I mean, she's his dream girl. I feel like he just can't let go. And then we have this Ace of Swords, and this is like communication, strong communication. I think this is him saying, and there's the victory crown on top. So this is him saying, like, I will not give up. Like, I want to be with you. I will do anything for you. I mean, this is like a very dramatic, over the top kind of situation. This is a little scary, to be honest, because the King of Wands and the Ace of Swords are very strong cards to get together at the same time. I don't know. I mean, be careful because this is the kind of energy, allegedly. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but this is the sort of energy that you might get if someone went from like lovers to like a stalker situation. Like when you see those like true crime shows and like the stalker typically was like the ex or something. Because the King of Wands and the Ace of Swords, when she is the Fool reversed and the Four of Wands reversed, like she's moving away and he's like, mm-mm. That's creepy. I'm just gonna be honest, that's a little creepy. At the bottom of the deck, what we don't see about Ethan Slater's true feelings. Yep, the 5 of Cups, absolutely crying, feeling sad behind the scenes. I don't think that he is showing it. I think that he is keeping on a brave face, acting like they're together, acting like everything's fine. But I think behind the scenes, the writing's on the wall and he knows. 5 of Cups. He feels sad. He feels left out in the cold. He feels like he cannot access her. Um, yeah, there's a lot of tears, a lot of sadness behind the scenes. I mean, you get what you get kind of thing. I hate to say it, but like Penny says, well, yeah, he gave up his entire family. Right. It's like when you do stuff like that, you got to know that eventually it's going to come back to bite you. I mean, I really am a firm believer in that. I think that what you do to other people, it might not happen today, might not happen tomorrow, but eventually there will come a day when you're going to have to answer for whatever, things you've done. And the fact that he was not loyal to his wife and his baby and his child and like this woman that he was with since high school, like the fact that he didn't remain loyal when, little Miss Ariana walked by, it was only a matter of time before he was going to feel that sadness and pain. And to me, this feels like almost 10 times worse than his wife because he also has this guilt and this pain from losing his family at the same time. Oh my god, wouldn't wanna be in his shoes today, you know what I mean? I miss the old Ariana. I do too, Robin, I do too. Like, yeah, she really, like, pulled up a reverse card, like, what do they call, it, like, an Uno reverse card or something. She really switched it up. She went from, like, Little Miss Fun, like, Ariana, 7 rings, I want it, I got it, to, like, Disney voice, like, really light hair, like, I don't know what's going on with her eye makeup these days, she's really trying to do this little, like, Disney princess energy, and it's not authentic, it's very strange, in my opinion. I mean, I miss the old Ariana too. The old Ariana was fun. Um, Penny says, "I agree, Britt, karma's a bitch." It sure is, it sure is. Yeah, cue the JoJo Siwa song. That's his new theme song. Just Ethan Slater listening to the JoJo Siwa, "Karma's a Bitch" on repeat. I could see it. Okay. Well, that's where they're at right now. We'll see. I do think that it's going to stay hidden for as long as possible just because of the PR nightmare of it all. But I think that the next thing we see when it comes to the news of the situation, I could see Ariana just getting tired of waiting and like popping out with a new man. Just because that seems to be her MO. So we will see. Wouldn't it be crazy if Ethan Slater like talked to the press or something and then sort of did the same thing that Lily J did and like exposed Ariana? That would be crazy. I don't know, guys. Stay tuned. It's still unfolding. Okay. So next, let's do we repro what we saw. Michael, we repro we saw. Oh, what we saw, guys. I am such a dork. I thought that he accidentally typed S as wait, I thought he typed something different. And so whatever, I'm an idiot. I'm making myself laugh. Okay, I'm loopy. Yes, we do reap what we sow. Okay, just don't mind me. All right, now let's pull a card to check in on Luke Newton. So the last reading that we did for Luke, he was conflicted, as he always is, in a glass case of emotion. He's like, I know that I'm not allegedly for entertainment purposes. I know that I'm not super ready to be loyal to my current girlfriend, Antonia, because I have some feelings for other people, aka Nicola, and I'm not really able to like get rid of those feelings. So that probably means I'm not supposed to be with Antonia. Like he's been torn for a while and he has wanted to let go of that relationship, but he has felt like he can't do that. He feels too guilty, whatever. He feels like he's in too deep. Okay. So the fact that he was spotted yesterday in Cyprus, a beautiful place, um, that definitely seems like they are still together. Like he hasn't done that yet. So let's pull some cards and see where his energy's at now. What is going on? He'll probably have an NDA. Oh, Gigi, you're so right. What am I thinking? Of course he has an NDA. Of course. Sage says, oh, is that Michael walking or one of the pups? Do y'all hear that? Oh my God. It's one of the dogs probably like trying to get in. I think one of the dogs is trying to get in and chewing on the door. Oh, guys. Okay. Yeah, it is. It's one of the dogs. I bet you anything it's Sunny. Okay. Sage says, yeah, she's trying to rebrand and do damage control so bad it doesn't come across well to me, but her fans are eating it up. Sage, I love it. I love your take on things. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Britt, will Ethan's wife take him back? Penny. Good call. Michael says, not me. Okay, Michael. I think it's Sunny trying to get in, Michael. He's like, why'd you close the door? Michael, stop chewing. Gigi. Michael is chewing the door to try to get in to see me. Gigi, that's so funny. Oh my God. Okay. Will Ethan's wife allegedly take him back before we move on to the Luke Newton of it all? Will Ethan's wife allegedly take him back? Penny, I'm nervous to pull this card. I'm so nervous. Robin, I will get to your request. You are so sweet. Thank you, though. The fool, the fool in the upright. Guys, the fool in the upright. This is psychotic. This is karma in a nutshell. I am beside myself. Okay, let's break this down, you guys. I can't take it. So we had Ariana Grande as the fool in reverse. She's getting her karma and Ethan's getting his karma. And the only person whose karma is coming back positive is Lily J. And that's why the universe just works the way it works. That's why we don't have to get revenge. We don't even have to do it. Okay, so she is in the energy that Ariana wishes that she could be in, that Ariana could have been in if she would have just sat with her pain, processed her feelings after her divorce, maybe gotten a good therapist while she was on set, had boundaries, not tried to drown her sorrows in someone else's husband. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. But because she chose the lower path, the path that was codependent, that was easy, that was selfish. To be honest, that was selfish. I mean, she met Lily J and the baby. She even held their baby. I'm sorry, I'm like hitting the mic. Like, how could you hold someone's baby and then sleep with their husband? That is like, you're not okay. I'm sorry. You're not okay. Something's wrong. But because she did that, she is now stuck in the full card reverse. And Lily J is in the full card in the upright, meaning she is free. She is living the life that Ariana wishes that she could be living. It's like the tables have turned. Energy wise, Lily J is like, I have my head up. She's healed. She's feeling good. I mean, I'm sure there's still moments of pain and sadness, but like she's come to terms with it. She realizes, like, I deserve better. I deserve someone who's going to love me. Lily J is also a mental health professional. So I do think that she has a lot of the tools probably to help her move forward. And it's like onward and upward type of thing. And all this time later, yeah, she's ready. She's doing great. She's like, I'm single. I'm having fun. I'm living my best life now. And I'm free of the drama and of someone that would do that to me. I think she's dating. I think she's meeting nice people. I think I could see her with like, I don't know, like a nice doctor or like someone who's like smart and kind and like really loves her and successful and like grounded and like a family person. I think she's going to find it, you guys. So she will not take him back because the fool is new lease on life. The fool is not going to go back. The fool's like forward march. I am so happy to see it. Okay, let's see. What are you guys saying? Sage said, oh my God, let's hope Lily, Ethan's wife, stands firm. I think she will, Sage. He strikes me as someone who would try to get with her again if Ariana embarrasses him. 100%, Sage. 100%. Total wand boy energy. Yep. Absolutely. We did get him as the king of wands. So, Sage, I think he is the wand man of all wand men. He takes the cake when it comes to the wands. Oh my God. That was crazy, guys. Okay, I feel good about that reading. Karma is served. Karma is best served. Piping hot. Okay, Sage says, good for her. I hope Lily has a hot girl summer. I think she will, Sage. I like that. A hot girl summer. Be happy and make Ethan regret taking that risk. Amen, Sage. Make him regret it. Where's Beth? I know. We miss you, Beth. Beth. Maybe she'll show up a little bit later. Sometimes she pops in later on. Beth. Maybe she'll hear us. Everybody call out Beth's name. Okay. The T tribe is calling you, Beth. We need like a little signal, like the bat signal. So, all right, back to, I was going to say Ethan, but not Ethan. Back to Antonia and Luke Newton. What is going on with them? What is going on? Betty. What is going on with Antonia and Luke Newton? Let's see. Currently in Cyprus. The Magician in reverse. He's not manifesting. Sage, that's so weird. I just said he's not manifesting, and you said let's manifest Beth. That is so weird, guys. I think we're gonna manifest Beth before this is over, because Sage and I both said manifest like at the same time. Weird. Maybe she'll watch the replay. Yes. Maybe she will, and then she'll see that we were talking about her and that we miss her. Okay, what are you guys saying? Excuse me. Can you please? Oh, Cecilia, we did that at the beginning. So yes, that'll be in the replay, or if you like scrub backwards. That was our first reading. So yes, we did check on them. That's weird as fuck. Robin, he really is. I'm sorry, but he is. He is. Penny says not a looker at all. Agreed. I mean, I don't want to be mean because, like, we can't help our looks, right? But like, if you're playing SpongeBob, yeah, I'm just saying, if you're playing SpongeBob and you're leaving your wife and getting too big for your britches, it's like, be humble, just whatever. Okay. Anyway, I'll stop. SpongeBob. So the Magician in reverse. This is what we have for Luke's energy. Now, when you're in reverse, you're not manifesting, you're not moving forward, you're not really doing what you want to come through, Beth. Beth, if you're watching this later, we're trying to manifest you. We're testing our powers of manifestation. Okay. So, yeah, Luke is Magician in reverse. Interesting. What about, based on that old reading that we did, or the last reading that we did, where he was thinking of breaking up with her, is that still true? How does Luke feel about potentially breaking up with Antonia? Like, why? Like, what's going on there? Have things changed? What is going on? The Emperor in reverse. He feels powerless. What is going on with him? Why does he always come through in like these ways where he feels like very, I don't know, very much like he has a lot of self-doubt. Step into the light, Beth. Oh my God, y'all are cracking me up. Step into the light, Beth. Isn't that from Poltergeist? Is that why you're saying that? Oh my God. So I feel like he always comes through with this similar energy. Emperor reversed. That means that he does have a lot of power, but he just doesn't like see himself as powerful. This is someone who doesn't see their own light and who doesn't realize that they have the power in their own hands to do what they want. This is not good, because this tells me that he is in this relationship more out of like convenience or because it's easy, and not because it's what he wants. If we got the Emperor in the upright, if we got the Magician in the upright, it would be like, oh yeah, he feels like he's manifested his dream person. This is what he wants. Like, he's in his powerful state. Like, this is what he wants for his life. In reverse, this is like feeling very much the opposite. This is sad for both people, because I think it's sad that she would also be feeling like this, like, how sad would it be to date someone and they are with you, but they don't really want to be with you. So he may think that he's being cruel that it would be cruel to break up with her, but I think it's a little more cruel to stay with someone if you're not truly in the relationship, Yikes, Luke. Okay, let's see. I think he's been really complacent. Yeah, cough. That's exactly what this looks like. Well said. Complacent. That would be the perfect description of those two cards together. Agreed with you. Robin. Yes, but you got it. Nice. Thanks, Robin. Oh, these aqua men. Gigi says the Aquarius men. I know. Different from the Aquarius women. As an Aquarius rising, I will not claim the Aquarius men as part of our vibe because I do feel like they're very different and like detached from their emotions in a way that is, I don't know, just it's just different. It's just different. Kind of like how Virgo men are always like a little bit sus, like Army Hammer, you know? Like Virgo women are the healers, Virgo men are like the serial killers. Sorry. Sorry. I said what I said, okay? Not everybody, of course. There's some great Virgo men, I'm sure. But there are some Virgo men who it's giving sociopath, you know? All right, anyway, back to back to them. Back to Luke. So, how does Antonia feel? Is she noticing this complacent energy? Does she pick up on this? Allegedly for entertainment purposes. How does Antonia feel? That would be really terrible. How does Antonia feel? Allegedly. I know Gigi. Page of Wands. Ooh, no. She is passionate. She's very into him. Okay, makes sense. I mean, Luke is he's charismatic. I think a lot of people have crushes on him. I think a lot of people who watch Bridgerton are into him. Antonia is a dancer. He's an actor. I think that she really does, Page of Wands. I think she's very passionate about him. Pages, though, are young and immature. So to her, this almost feels like an exciting, like first love type feeling. I just got goosebumps on my face. So confirmation. That is really sad because the first love type feeling, if you feel that for someone and they don't feel that for you, like, ugh, that is so sad. No, 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 no. Luke, do not drag this on. Luke Newton, if you're watching this tarot tea time, if you have come to this corner of the internet, please do not string this woman along. This is getting too sad. What kind of spell does she have on him? Gigi, I like it. Let's see. Sage says, LFA, I'm dying. No one wants to claim Aquaman. It's the truth. It's the truth. Every Aquaman I've known has been extremely toxic, but hasn't seemed like it at all. Like, but has been. Like, full on cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And same with Virgo men. I don't know. Everyone add your stories below. We should do it like a podcast episode that's like confessions of the zodiac signs or something like worst. Ooh, okay. I need to look into that because that would be like fun, juicy tea. There's got to be like a Reddit out there with like crazy stories about different zodiac signs and like people's pooled experiences. Hold on, guys. Sorry. ADHD moment. I got to write that down. I want to look into that because there's got to be some like threads that are just like common threads. Toxic zodiac signs episode. Fun. Okay. All right. Back to the ranch. So, okay. Antonia does not pick up on it. Okay, Page of Wands. What is, as Gigi says, what spell does she have on him? So why is Luke not wanting to end things? Allegedly for entertainment purposes. Why is Luke not wanting to end things when he feels a lack of passion, when he feels the opposite way, he feels disempowered? We have gotten Emperor reverse for him before, actually. Come on, Luke. Okay. He needs like a good pep talk, Like, why does he feel like he wants to stay with her? What kind of spell does she have, as Gigi said? Eight of Swords in the reverse. Whoa. This is being in a prison of your own mind. There is something that she provides for him that allegedly that makes him feel safe. Because he feels Eight of Swords energy in his day-to-day life. And we have gotten this card for him before. It is so crazy when we do readings for people and we get like the same cards. Like Nicola Coughlin, I associate her with the Queen of Pentacles because we always get the Queen of Pentacles with her. And she's like a Capricorn. When we do Luke, we always get Emperor reversed. We get Eight of Swords or Nine of Swords. Like it's very consistent. And with him, this Eight of Swords, this describes he's really in his head a lot. And that that is an Aquarius thing. Aquarius is an air sign, especially right now with Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years. Um, if you have prominent Aquarius placements, you are being tested right now. You are having to come face to face with your own personal power. And I think if you're aware of it, you can step into it. It makes you feel strong. You can use the energy of Pluto. If you're not aware of it, or maybe you're disconnected from your own emotions or from your own power, Emperor reversed, it can feel like a very challenging time where you're coming face to face with who you really are, your own insecurities, your own, so for him, I feel like this has been a weird time period where he feels like he's not as strong as he thought he was. Um, he did talk about anxiety, throughout promoting Bridgerton. So I'm wondering if it's just like a matter of him having really bad anxiety and then feeling like Antonia does something for him. Maybe it's the way she talks to him. Maybe I don't know, some sort of connection that they have where it makes him feel there's an illusion because he has to heal this himself, but it makes him feel it's like a Band-Aid. Like if he has her, he feels like he can be okay. So he's not letting go of her. It's like I'd rather have this than be alone with my own thoughts, with my own 8 of swords. That's really bad, you guys. Ooh, that's dark because that is really sad. I hope that this Pluto and Aquarius energy helps him to find his power. He can do it. Everybody can. We can all use this energy in whatever house that we have Aquarius. Um, we can all get stronger in that part of our lives. But yeah, for him, this is like he's kind of in the transition period of coming face to face with his, demons, so to speak. And she sort of like feels like a band-aid. Dang. Oh my God. Okay. What are you guys saying? Woof. LMFAO, I'm dying. No one wants to. Oh, yeah, I already read that, but that's so funny. I'll read it again. Gigi says, "What kind of spell?" Oh, yeah, okay, read that. Yep, Gigi. Basically, Gigi, she has the spell of comforting him. But who wants to be that? You want to be the love of someone's life, not someone's band aid. That's sad. That's not fair to her. Gigi says, "As an Aquarius woman, I agree." Right? Okay, Gigi. I mean, hey, this is just based on our scientific observations. Sage says, "Yes, that'd be so good." Right? Okay. All right, Sage. Now you've encouraged it. We're gonna do it. Okay. Interesting. Well, I guess let's pull one more card to see what allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, the next 6 months could hold for their relationship. Will Luke step up and step into his own power, or will he just stay complacent, as Koff said? Well said. That's the perfect word for this. Hmm. Penny, I think that Lawyer Moog is playing Fortnite. He may have switched to basketball, but he may be playing Fortnite, which is why he's like sporadically commenting. He'll usually comment like when he loses the game. He'll like watch this for a little bit, then he'll play that again. So funny. Okay. What does the future hold for them? Allegedly, for entertainment purposes. And then Robin, we're gonna do your request, and then we'll go back to my notes here for a few that I wanted to cover. What could the future hold for them? Oh my God, cough. Okay, as soon as you said that, you said, "Dang, I really want him to have some growth and step into his power." And I pulled the 4 of Swords card of healing. Oh my God, this was like aligned. Cough. Our intuition is like we've merged intuitions. I think that he will in the next 6 months. 4 of Swords, he's going to heal. Pluto is an amazing planet because it will destroy, it will also heal. What Pluto destroys, it's always things that need to be destroyed. But sometimes, that saying, it's always darkest before the dawn. That's Pluto. Like probably someone got that from Pluto. It's like it can be dark to look at the things that are wrong in your life or at your own insecurities. But once you see them, once you shine a light on them, they're not quite as scary as you thought they'd be. You got to, it's like the only way to overcome something is like to move through it. You have to face it, right? So I do think that he has been in a tough time of having to look at things. I don't think he's wanted to move forward to deal with them, but I think in the next 6 months, 4 of Swords, he will deal with them. I think that by the time the next Bridgerton season comes out, I think we are going to see him in a much better energy. And I think that he may end up being single or I don't know, with Nicola. We'll see. We'll stay tuned. Oh my god, that was so interesting. Getting into his energy was so interesting. Thank you for that request, Cough. Fortnite, yep. Oh yeah. The tarot told me, Michael, you were playing Fortnite. Okay, let's do Robin's request. All right, let's see. Robin, let me scroll back up to your request. Going through these messages. She's channeling Audrey Hepburn. Oh, I missed that comment. Okay, nice. She is. She is channeling Audrey Hepburn. Like, hey, I don't want to hate on Ariana's style changes. I wonder if she's really being authentic. Okay. Robin said, "Can you check on the current energies of JLo and Alex Rodriguez? Rumor has it that he reached out to check on her after the divorce from Ben Affleck." Okay, yes, let's pull cards on that. Also, you guys, I heard that there was an old interview. So this was on Dumois. I was listening to the most recent Dumois episode, and she said that um, Brett Goldstein, who is co-starring with JLo currently in their like new movie that's about like coworkers falling in love or whatever. So they play love interests. In an old interview that has resurfaced, he basically said that this was like when she was getting married to Ben Affleck. He basically said, like, I thought I was going to marry JLo and then realized I guess not or something. And they played the clip. And this was like from when she was getting married to Ben Affleck. So, oh, wait, it was from 2 years ago, actually. Okay. How crazy is that? So I wonder if did he manifest her? Are they actually meant to be together? Like, I don't know. We got kind of a weird reading on them last time. I don't know. But sometimes, they say, like, don't meet your heroes. Like, maybe you meet someone that you've admired from afar. But I don't know. Either way, I'm sure it boosted her ego. Okay. That was just my 2 cents because I discovered that today and I thought that was crazy. Or maybe he hired her for the role because he had a huge crush on her. I don't know. Okay. So allegedly, let's see what's going on with A-Rod and JLo. Penny says, I like them together, Robin. Yes, that's one of Penny's like favorite couples. And Robin too. Yeah. And I agree with you guys. I saw the energy between them. It made me really sad when they broke up because they did seem like, how there's that saying, like, there's someone for everyone. It's like they seemed like they were that someone for each other, right? Like from how they would work out together to how much they love to be successful in their businesses. And like they both seem like they're very on the go and they're Leos and they love their family and their whole family like came together and they just seemed so much more cohesive than Jennifer and Ben Affleck, right? Like it was like night and day. JLo and Ben Affleck, that never seemed right. It really didn't. When they got back together, it really didn't. They wanted it to happen deep down. I wanted it to happen too because it's nice to see like a love story come full circle, but no, it wasn't. It wasn't it. Okay. So A-Rod and JLo, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, did he really reach out to her after she and Ben got divorced? Did A-Rod really reach out? If so, what was that vibe like? What happened? Page of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Didn't they have like some business? Like weren't they like co-invested in some of each other's companies? I think he reached out under like the pretense of like business because I mean maybe he knew like she wouldn't really talk to him otherwise. I do think that they shared like investments and things like that. And I'm pretty sure he was a big investor in JLo Beauty, right? And she was going to try to help him start his like skincare line. There was something with like the beauty stuff. Page of Pentacles, I think that maybe he did reach out because of that. But that under, like, the guise of, like, wanting to discuss something or maybe even say, "Hey, I saw that the JLo Beauty is doing amazing." Like, there was something, but it was kind of under the pretense of, like, friends and we work together and business, trying to keep it casual. I think he knows that he hurt her really badly, and it would be unlikely that she would give him another chance, especially with her being a Leo. Leos, typically, if you hurt their pride, they are not the one to wanna give somebody a second chance. I mean, it's kinda shocking that JLo gave Ben Affleck a second chance. I think for her, that was, like, her one that got away, so I think she, went against her better judgment, but Leos, I mean, they really value loyalty. That's one of, like, the key Leo things, you know? You betray a Leo's trust, you're gonna see the wrath of the lion. Like, they do not suffer a fool. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Reached out about business, allegedly. How did JLo feel about that? Allegedly. Yes, he invested heavily in JLo Beauty. Okay, perfect, Robin. Thank you for confirming that. So yeah, he was like, I'll talk to her about business. Just happened to reach out now that she's divorced. We'll see. How did JLo respond to that allegedly? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, shut up. So it came in with Page of Pentacles energy. He showed him the Ace of Pentacles. So I think that she kind of did that Leo thing of like one-upping him. I think this is hilarious, actually. Imagine someone calling you up with this energy and you answering them with this energy. Yeah, I think that the conversation went in a direction where I think he very quickly realized, like, okay, like she hasn't forgiven me. She's not, yeah, we're okay, but like we're not cool. Like, I think that maybe he said something like, oh, this is great. And she was like, yeah, like it is great. And I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Like, you know, a little mad. She's like, don't mess with me right now. I get it. Okay. So she kept the conversation about money. And I think she kind of one-upped him. Even though I think he's like extremely wealthy, isn't he? But I think her in conversation, she sort of one-upped him. All right. So how does JLo feel about A-Rod now? Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. How does she feel about A-Rod? It's like a card that's like, I don't think of him ever. How does JLo feel about A-Rod? Allegedly. The Magician. Ooh, okay, JLo. She's like, I could have him back in a second if I wanted him, but I wouldn't give him that satisfaction. Okay. Okay, JLo. You gotta hand it to JLo. She like it doesn't matter what happens to her, like she's gonna bounce right back. There's something to be said for that. There really is. Robin says, yes, he's very wealthy and he owns the Timberwolves and the Lynx. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Wow, Robin. Quite wealthy. Well, she feels like the Magician, whether she's right or wrong. I think she is right because I do think that um, I think he really wanted to marry her, and I think that he made a huge mistake, and I do think that he knows that. I also think that that has been part of his personality. He's probably a little bit of a narcissist as well, and I think that those people feel like they can get away with anything. So, I don't know. I mean, it's no excuse. He's definitely old enough to know better. Definitely should have known better than to cheat on the person that you claim to love and that you're engaged to. But I just don't think that he thought he was going to lose her. I really feel like it was like by the time he sort of it all sank in, because he's like kind of narcissistic and like didn't think it through. I think by the time it all sank in, I think he felt really devastated. And again, karma, it's sort of like Ethan Slater. It's like getting that karma of feeling the way that someone else, that you made someone else feel. So, okay, she feels like she can get him back at any moment, the Magician. All right. And how does A-Rod allegedly feel about her? I also think she's a narcissist and she did her share of dirt in the relationship. Oh, totally, Robin. Totally. We're firm believers over here that was a narcissist on narcissist crime. Because I think that JLo loves JLo more than she'll love anybody, which is why I think she bounces back. I think it's like her ego. Wrong ego. How does the A-Rod allegedly feel about JLo? Justice. Oh, okay. You know what? I actually like this. He feels like justice it has been served. I think he's apologetic. I think that he knows what he did. And I actually think that even though he might be a narcissist, I do think that he owns up to this mistake. All right. Okay, cool. So he feels like, yeah, justice has been served. He wants her to be happy because he knows he messed up. And she knows that she could have him back if she would take him back, the Magician. Okay, will JLo ever take him back? We got to finish out the story. Total narc crime, right, Sage? Right, Sage? It happens. It does happen. Okay. Would JLo ever take him back? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I mean, she did a redo with Ben. It took 20 years, but she did it. Would she ever take A-Rod back? Allegedly. He did the inner work. She hasn't done the work. Okay, Robin. You know what? I hope that he did. Um, the Justice card energy would support that he has at least accepted and seen some of his faults. Knight of Cups. Oh my God. This is such a yes card. I think she would take him back. Maybe in the future. You guys stay tuned. In another 20 years, maybe she will take him back. Oh, you guys, I can't with JLo's love life. Like, I can't. I think that if the Brett Goldstein thing doesn't work out, I think maybe that'll be her next thing. She might take him back. Let's get one more card to clarify it. What is going on with this? Like, what are you doing, JLo? 10 of Swords. Okay, but we have it's done for right now. Okay, so yeah, I think that for right now, it's done. It's over with. But we did get the Knight of Cups. So there is a chance still. So you're saying there's a chance. There's a chance that in the future, at some point, maybe if she gets bored enough, or if, the person that she wants to be with disappoints her and she wants like attention, she could potentially decide to take A-Rod back if he grovels enough in the press and otherwise. I think it would be a big spectacle. So very interesting. JLo, you never leave us bored. I will say that. You never bore us. It's one thing we can say about her. Penny says, would not be surprised. It could happen, you guys. It could happen. I think it'll be some time just because of her pride. I think she has to let it settle. And maybe she'll do like a big PR romance with Brett Goldstein where she's like feeling hot and like, oh my God, this younger guy likes me. Like, I feel like JLo does a lot of things for her ego and her image. So maybe she'll do that. She'll feel like she's on top of the world again. She's getting a lot of press, best dress list, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then maybe once she feels really good, having the potential alleged narcissistic tendencies, then maybe she'll like get back with A-Rod or Brett Goldstein. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely be watching with eating our popcorn. Dominican men don't grovel. Well, then, Robin, it might never come to pass. Why did she ghost A-Rod's girls? Oh, that's so sad. Okay, we will pull a card on that. Yeah, why did she allegedly ghost A-Rod's girls? Because that is sad because she did spend a lot of time with them. And I heard that too, that she sort of just like ghosted the kids. What was JLo's reasoning for doing that, allegedly? Queen of Pentacles, more focused on herself, more focused on her money, on what she wants, her career. I feel this is very narcissistic, right? It's like if you don't do something, if you don't add something to my life, like you're just not a priority kind of thing. It's like she'll prioritize her own kids. She would prioritize A-Rod's kids when she was with him. But at the end of the day, JLo's JLo. She's here to work. She's here to be on top of the world. She wants to be in more movies. She wants to make a documentary. She wants to make a film about her love story with Ben Affleck. It's like she's the Queen of Pentacles. And if you don't serve her in some way, it's like the mushy gushy feelings and like feeling all that pain and maybe the conflicted feelings that she would feel by hanging out with the daughter or the daughters. I feel like she just was like, I don't have time for it. I don't want to do it. Like, yeah, very much choosing yourself. Queen of Pentacles. Penny says shitty. I have to agree. Penny. It's very narcissistic to come through as the Queen of Pentacles when talking about why you ghosted someone's kids. Gigi says she never cared for them. With the Queen of Pentacles, I would have to agree. I think that she cares about the people that serve her. And that's pretty much the definition of narcissism, right? She cares about people that serve her. She doesn't care about people that don't serve her. And when I say serve her, I mean like she gets a benefit from them. Like they do something for her, either for her image or because it's the daughter of the man that she's in love with or whatever, But like if you don't have some sort of like value, it's very transactional, in her mind. It's like, then I'm busy. Queen of Pentacles. That's mean. That is really mean. I hope they're okay. That's sad. I don't like that. Okay. Moving right along. Let's see what stories. I'm going to save a couple of these stories for the podcast. I feel like we've gotten a lot of good ones. Okay. Here's one that's weird. It's a weird one. I do want to talk about this because I mentioned this in the last live stream and I said I was going to like look at it. Wait, do we manifest Beth? Beth? Beth, are you here? And when you said Beth, I'm like, is she here? Um, his girls are happy and thriving. Good. Okay, good, Robin. I'm so glad. That's good, as they should be. I remember reading her saying that her mother was narcissistic. I wonder, ooh, oh, that's sad. Yeah, I mean, having a narcissistic mother could definitely, I think it makes people go either that same direction or the opposite direction, right? Either like you want to be totally different or you feel like you need attention and love because you didn't get it, and then those people can turn into narcissists, I think. I don't know. That's a lot. Okay. Very sad. So, now let's talk about this weird story. Okay, I mentioned this last time. Remember I was kind of talking about how people were saying that at Coachella, Lady Gaga's performance was like demonic and creepy. And I did watch it and it was creepy. And I had to agree with the internet. I'm like, yeah, this is weird and like disturbing. Like I had a disturbing feeling, sort of like the Travis Scott, the feeling that I had when I watched that Travis Scott show where those people at Astroworld, where those people tragically passed away. Like it feels like spooky like that. Like there's something off, there's something creepy. When you watch it, you get kind of a bad feeling. I don't know. Just made me feel a little sick to my stomach. And that to me is usually a sign like something's off or like evil or something weird. Penny says, can you check on Brittany? Oh, yes, we'll check on her too. Absolutely. You're welcome, Robin. Thank you for requesting. Okay. So with the Lady Gaga thing, we'll do Brittany right after Gaga, Penny. Thank you for requesting it. Okay. So with the Gaga thing, definitely I got what everybody was saying. It was weird. So remember how I mentioned that there was this woman named Lena Morgana that started out in music at the same time that Lady Gaga started out. And Sloan, the YouTuber, did like a deep dive on the conspiracy theories surrounding what happened between those two women. And here's kinda how it happened. I mean, allegedly, this is what happened, but, like, there's evidence. They were, like, on a bunch of songs together. So there is evidence that a lot of this stuff happened. So Lena Morgana was 19 years old when she supposedly fell from this rooftop and passed away. At the time, Lady Gaga had been hired to write songs for her. She had a beautiful voice, a beautiful person, like beautiful voice, definitely was like destined for stardom. It was tragic that she lost her life. So and it was in a very weird way that she lost her life, like, falling off of this rooftop. Just very strange. So, Lady Gaga, at that time, she had been hired, like I said, to, like, write songs, write music on this other woman, Lena's album. She was also singing backup vocals, and they were both working with this producer. Now, at a certain point, Lady Gaga started dating this producer that was producing Lena's album, where Lady Gaga was supposed to be a writer and a background singer. So, because like Lena's voice was like really over the top good. And her aesthetic, by the way, was what Lady Gaga later came to embody, allegedly. It looks like Lady Gaga sort of like took on her persona. It's very weird. You got to watch the deep dive that Sloan did. It's creepy. So, basically, Lady Gaga starts dating this producer, and the producer shifts his energy and attention from Lena Morgana onto Lady Gaga. And it's sort of like a classic Hollywood thing where someone, I'm not saying she's not talented, but this was very strange. She went from backup singer to lead singer, and she basically got her album packaged. And right around that same time, Lena tragically passed away. And her mother has even come out and provided like evidence that Lady Gaga took Lena's songs, allegedly took over her persona, her style. I mean, it's really, really weird. And then there have been conspiracies about how they say like if you like make a deal with the devil or something, like people will pass away around you. And that's been like a weird Hollywood rumor for a while. So anyway, I watched that. It was weird. I want to pull some cards on it just to see. And for this one, I'm definitely going to say we want all the angels to protect us. Only positive energy around us. We're just doing this to find out information. We don't want to invite anything creepy in. Okay. Strong boundary. Let's see. Okay. Just checked on them. A. Loera, Luke Newton, and Nicola Coughlin update. Oh, thank you. Sorry, read the wrong one first. Yes, we did check on them. A. Loera, if you can just like scrub back a little bit. I think was it the last or maybe 2 stories ago? I know it's not far away. But thank you for requesting. Okay. And thank you, Penny, for letting them know. All right. So Lady Gaga, allegedly for entertainment purposes, did she have anything to do with I'm just gonna ask with I probably should have done this on Patreon instead, but we're gonna get a little wild on here. I've been gone for 2 weeks, so we're just gonna do it. Did she have anything to do with the tragic passing of Lena Morgana? Because people have said that they absolutely think that she did. I got 2 cards. I'm gonna take them both. Ooh, the Moon in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh my God, you guys. All right. I'm gonna say that this is a yes energy, allegedly for entertainment purposes, because the Queen of Wands is someone who is passionate. I see this as someone who's passionate, full of life, full of light, full of talent. In the reverse, paired with the moon is mystery. It is conspiracy. It is things that happen in the dark. Apparently, I think she fell off the rooftop at night, but it was really weird. Like, it was weird how it all happened. This to me is a yes, either directly or indirectly. I guess if we want to have like the most benign, the most charitable sort of interpretation of the reading would be that maybe her role in it was that Lena was so devastated by Lady Gaga, kind of pushing her out, starting to date the producer and then, kind of pushing her out of the way and getting her album made and taking the songs that were supposed to be for Lena, taking them for herself, that could have maybe caused like some sort of depression. And maybe Lena was up there and fell off or jumped off or something. That would be the most like, I don't know, I guess the best sort of interpretation for Lady Gaga from her perspective. Worst case scenario, these cards together would indicate that she directly had something to do with it. People have also said that in the paparazzi video, the way that in the video, Lady Gaga like is pushed off or like, yeah, it's like pushed off like a balcony or something. People have said that that was her sort of like confession. I mean, it's really creepy. Y'all got to watch that video. It's creepy. It's almost like, yeah. Okay. So this would be a yes. I mean, this would be a yes. Some sort of involvement, something to do with it. Okay. I know, Sage. Whoa. Penny, I know. Wild. I know. Okay. So what about the rumors of let's not even see about if it's a ritual. Let's just see if there's any inspiration. Like when Lady Gaga does one of these performances, is she inspired by demonic imagery? Like, is she trying to channel that in some way? Um, is that part of her intention? Very creepy. All right, we got 2. Oh my God, you guys. The Strength card upright and the King of Pentacles upright. But look what the King of Pentacles is wearing, a red cloak. This is a yes card, you guys. She is, and in the Strength card, there's this infinity symbol above the woman's head. And the Strength card is also associated with Leo energy, which is fame. So we have fame and money and a red cloak. Oh my God. I did not really think that there would be a way to get a clear answer on this, but this is the Golden Girls Tarot version of the clear answer. Oh my God, the Leo card. Yes. So sold, yeah, for fame and money. She would do, allegedly, for entertainment purposes, she would do anything for fame and money. And I do think that the demonic imagery is a thing. And I just looked at the clock, you guys. It just turned to 9:09. Ooh, oh my God. Ew. My phone. I just happened to look at it and just went 9:09. And y'all know about the number 9. I mean, it's about like endings. In like the worst sense, it can be about like, you know, I guess it could be like death, right? Because it's endings. Yeah, death. This is so spooky, you guys. Chrissy says scary. I know, this is scary. This like reminds me of the time that I did that reading in the hotel room. Um, and it was like I ended up spooking myself so bad. This is sad. Well, may Lena Morgana, rest in peace. And may everyone who has done things like this end up getting their karma. And I'm going to leave it at that. Yuck. And spooky. I do not like that vibe. You know what? And I've always found her a little bit creepy. Like, I liked her for, like, in the early, I guess, 2000s. Like, I liked, Live for the Applause. I like those. But then when she started doing, like, did you guys see? This is so disgusting. Did y'all see, like, the vomit artist that she had? I can't even say it, like, without, like, with a straight face. Like, when she had the vomit artist, like, go, can't even say it. It's so gross and weird. She had them, like, go on stage with her. If you guys haven't seen it, honestly, definitely a warning. If you guys decide to search it up, like, you're never gonna unsee it, okay? It's disgusting. It was on stage, like, she had someone come up there and it's horrible. Apparently, Kanye West is also a big fan of theirs. I don't care what kinda art you're saying that is. That is disgusting. Like, I freaked myself out. I did, Penny. I literally did. Yeah, I'm the healthcare exec dying. I know. I can't. No, thank you. I know, Chrissy. Don't do it. You will never forget it. I get a weird feeling when I saw her first at Coachella. I changed the channel, right? I could only watch a little bit also. It's just too scary. Okay, hold on. I'm going to pull an angel card just to feel better before we move on to the Britney Spears one. Okay. Just to cleanse the palette, cleanse the energy. Little angel card. Because that felt truly scary. Her energy is truly scary. I'm just going to say it. Allegedly for entertainment purposes, she's got some scary energy. It is not good. Yuck. Okay. Our little angel card. Look how cute. Nice and pink and soft colors. It says no more complaining. Okay, a little uplifting message before we continue on. It says complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spirituality. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. Beautiful. Very, very Mars in Leo energy, which is where we are right now. Okay. Thank you, angels. We can move forward. Okay. No, I have my limits. I know, right? We all have our limits. Dang, Chrissy, disgusting. Also, a friendship with Marina Abramovic. Oh, yeah. Who is that again? Wait, is that the vomit artist, Gigi? That's the vomit. How many times did I say vomit artist? Disgusting. Chrissy says, I saw Sloan review on Coachella. His review of Lady Gaga was freaky. Oh my God, I need to watch the review. I love him. Still manifesting him as a guest. Okay. Oh, so gross though. I'm so disgusted. Yeah, Lady Gaga. There's just something is not right. Okay. Cleansing the palate. Let's move on. Yeah, thank you, Angels. Finney says, love it. Okay, let's move on to Britney Spears. So with Britney Spears, what I've been seeing lately, and let me know if you guys have seen additional things. What I've seen most recently is like the weird video that she did about her nails, talking about how her nails are short and like, but it was like weird. She's talking like a baby or like in a British accent. And like, I don't know. It was weird. She was saying like they're like, I don't know. It was kind of incoherent sort of stuff, right? Like just more of like the kind of strange energy. And of course, there have been more alleged stories about her possibly being on a certain drug. I don't even want to say it on this channel, but the just like a certain drug that makes people like gives people like just ruins their teeth and like ruins their skin and stuff, and they'll be picking their face like like meth. Okay, I'll just say it. People have been saying that it's really sad. I hope that's not the case. People have also been saying that she's been hanging out with her son and that he may be also using drugs and they may be using together. I really hope that's not the case. That would be so horrible. And then she's also allegedly dating that guy who's like a wasn't he like her gardener or something? And I'm pretty sure he has a criminal record. Weird. It's just weird. Oh yeah. And then Chrissy says the baby doll she carries around. Yeah. Like that is weird. Like that's weird. There's just something off, guys. There's something not right. Chrissy says he said in person he got this weird bad feeling. Yes, Chrissy, about Sloan said that about Lady Gaga. I could totally see that. I have a weird bad feeling about her just watching her on, like, the video performance of Coachella. I can't even imagine how you feel in person. Like, something is just very off. Spiritually, it is not right. Excuse me. Gigi says, I don't know if she the vomit artist, LMAO, but she's a very dark artist. She is. See? No. Mm-mm. Isn't Jay-Z also friends with her? Mhm. I'm still waiting for everybody to get exposed. I'm still waiting. Still waiting. Pictures were posted that her security guard was holding the baby doll. Oh my god, that's sad, you guys. Okay, so what's going on? What's going on with Britney Spears allegedly? What is going on with Britney Spears? This is so sad. What is her energy right now, allegedly, for entertainment purposes? Knight of Swords. Yeah, okay. She's communicating in a way that's a little bit, it's like that adolescent energy, so a little bit harsh, a little bit rough for sure. I mean, her communication has definitely been a little sus. Hi, Babaloo. Welcome. How's it going? Good to see you. Woot woot. Babaloo's here. Babaloo, we're reading Britney Spears. Okay. We're reading Britney Spears and we're manifesting Beth. Okay, so immature communication. Definitely. People think that her communication is sus. I wonder if she's trolling people with this Knight of Swords. That's like my hope. Thank you so much, Babaloo. I appreciate that. Yes, I am finally on the mend. Thank you. That's so sweet. Let's see. What else about Britney Spears? What else? Let's get some more details. The Empress. I was not expecting this at all. Wow. I am like pleasantly surprised. Is she trolling people? Okay. I don't even believe the cards, but okay. I'm just going to read them as they're coming through. The Empress and the Knight of Swords. This would be her trolling people. Huh. Like she's in her Empress energy, like untouchable. Like I can do what I want. You know, I don't have to answer to anybody anymore. And the Knight of Swords. So I'm going to like mess with people. Like I'm going to say stupid stuff on Instagram. Like, it's sort of like someone who, you know, if you were controlled your whole entire life and you never got to say what you wanted to say or whatever, and then now you're like finally free and you're like in your own power, Empress energy. And so you choose as like a form of like self amusement, you're like Knight of Swords. You're like, I'm just going to like amuse myself. I'm going to say whatever I want. This is surprising because she seems a little off, but maybe she's just a great actress. Gigi says the moon must be going through Aquarius, or Pluto must be going through Aquarius moon at the moment. Yeah, well, Pluto is in Aquarius right now, Gigi. So yeah, that's a very astute assessment. Because I agree with you. When you have Pluto, you know, there with your moon, your feelings are transforming. Your feelings are changing. What's interesting is she also has her North Node in Cancer, which is a sign of motherhood. It's a little bit odd, I think, to carry around a baby doll, but Michael says she's not a great actress. Michael, shut up. Get out of here. In my opinion. Michael, you didn't like Crossroads? Why? Oh my god. Okay, Chrissy says Brit was up. Sorry, dog hair. Brit was up with Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel. Are the rumors true about them living separate and they're possibly getting a divorce? Ooh. Well, we can pull on that too. I think that is true. Okay, so let's see. Anything else about Britney? I'm surprised by this reading, you guys. This is the weirdest one. The Devil card. Guys, what? The Devil, the Empress, Knight of Swords. She's just doing what she wants. I don't know. I mean, this could be substances, but how could you be the Empress and also be doing substances? Those don't get along. Those don't go together. Even the reading is chaotic, guys. Okay, okay, hold on. Bear with me here. Is it possible, and this is just alleged for entertainment purposes, I am not even trying to, like, I don't wanna say anything that's not true, she's been through enough. Could she have some sort of, like, multiple personality thing going on here? Because that's kinda what this feels like. Because 'cause I'm getting, like, I actually feel like there's 3 different personalities, and it's possible that, she's been through, like she's been through so much that maybe all of the years of having to be on, what was it, like, that really intense drug, like lithium or something. Is that what they put her on, like lithium? Something like that. It starts with an L. She would like they put her on all these drugs and she went through all this trauma. It's possible that she could have some sort of split in her psyche and maybe she has multiple personalities right now. I hope she's okay. If so, Gigi says, Aunt also pulled up the devil card. Okay. Well, when other readers are confirming the same thing, maybe we're tapping into that same energy. Interesting, Gigi. Penny saw it too. Yeah, it was lithium. Okay. I don't know if long-term lithium, hold on. Let me just ask ChatGPT. Hold on one second. Can long-term lithium use lead to multiple personality disorder? Let's see what good old chat GPT say. Okay. Okay, it says that according to ChatGPT, no, long-term lithium use does not cause multiple personalities, aka dissociative identity disorder. It's a mood stabilizer most commonly prescribed for bipolar disorder. While it can have side effects like tremors, weight gain, kidney thyroid issues, it does not cause dissociative identity disorder or split personalities. Important distinctions. Okay. It does say, though, that dissociative identity disorder, formerly called multiple personality disorder, is typically linked to severe chronic trauma in early childhood, not medications. Okay. So this is saying I mean, it wouldn't be because of the lithium. I guess that causes other issues. But based on what we know about her childhood, she could have developed this from severe trauma. That is so sad. Okay. I do think that because of her trauma, it is very possible that she has developed multiple personalities. Yes, it will mess you up, Penny says. Yeah, Gigi says, so sad she's gone through severe trauma. Yeah, could be bipolar. Yeah. You guys, I'm getting this is like a very sad reading, but I am getting that I'm not getting drugs, which is good. That's at least positive, right? It's not from substances, which is good. I mean, that's a horrible rumor that she'd be, like, doing drugs with her child, especially if that's not true. I mean, we're getting that she has 3 allegedly, I guess, she has 3 personalities. She is the Empress, which is when we see her, like, feeling like this would be, like, her true self, like, when she is feeling good, strong, lucid, when she is weighing in on things, when she is coming across in a way that is heartfelt and honest, that is her Empress side. She also has a devil side that is, and this isn't, like, an evil devil, I don't get that, but I do get that this might be, like, drinking too much or I don't know, maybe getting angry or just different things, right? Different things that maybe she takes too far. And then the Knight of Swords, this is like the rebellious teenager. And that is, I think, like the weird baby doll thing. I think she thinks she's like trolling people, like she thinks it's funny and whatever. I mean, maybe that's a weird sense of humor. And then the speaking the British accent and the nails. There's like a part of her that's like this rebellious teen that just wants to like be weird and like freak everybody out because she never really got to do that before. It's kind of like her FU, to the world. So wow. Okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense, but I hope that she's at least happy and at peace and safe. That is like, I hope that she's at least safe. Because that just seems like that'd be really tough. Oh my God. Okay. Very sad. But anyway, let's end on a note of positivity. I'm going to pull a couple of cards for us for this week, something positive, something good that's going to be happening to us. Let's get in the mindset. Let's switch the energy. Sorry, guys, like the darkest 2 readings for last. Beth, this is your last chance to manifest. So let's do what are some good things that we can expect for the T tribe this week? What are some good things that we don't yet see that are coming our way? Oh my God, you're welcome, Penny. Thank you for requesting. That was a good one. What are some good things that we don't yet see that are coming our way? The 10 of Cups, guys, happy family life. Oh my God, well, and Easter's tomorrow. That makes so much sense. So we're all going to have a really happy Easter, whether you're with your family or if you're, hanging out by yourself, like whatever you're doing, you're going to have a really nice day. It's going to feel good. You're going to feel surrounded by love. Sorry, my voice, my voice is like, you did too much. Um, Feeling surrounded by love and happiness. So this is really important. So let's just give ourselves a big old hug this week. It's a time to nurture yourself. Love it. Yeah, it's a good one, huh, Sage? I love it. Okay, what other good things are coming our way this week? What other good things can we expect? Ooh, yes, the 7 of Wands, but in reverse. Heck yes. We shall be defeating the opposition. I love it. We shall be defeating the opposition. If anybody is trying to be competitive with us, looks like we're going to be winning. Okay, T Tribe. Looks like we're the clear winners here. Anything that was competitive or toxic, we're going to be overcoming it. Either it's going to leave our lives, or we're going to, move away from it, or we're just going to win. I love it. Okay. So overcoming this sort of energy, the energy of like chaos and other people kind of like, I don't know, being combative or coming at us. We're going to overcome that. That's going to go away. I love that. It's like we're getting a lot of really good, like emotional energy this week. So we're going to feel loved, grounded, safe. Um, a lot of our struggle and strife and people that may have been, giving us trouble, it's going to be dissolving. We're going to be solving our issues, solving our obstacles, solving those problems. Love it. Anything else coming through this week that we can look forward to? Something positive? 8 of Cups. Okay, I love it. Walking away from any sort of energy or any situation that makes us feel sad or upset. Love that. So we're going to be choosing happiness this week. And that makes a lot of sense because we have Leo, Mars and Leo right now. And I was reading about Mars and Leo for the podcast episode. I was just like writing my outline and preparing because this is a really big shift. We've had Mars in Cancer for so long. And Mars and Leo, on the positive side, it's such a beautiful energy because Leo is our inner child and Mars encourages us to move towards things that make us happy. Whereas in Cancer, there was a little bit more of an energy of obligation, like us feeling like we need to do things, for others for a certain purpose. And that's, of course, always good to, keep others in mind. But with Mars and Leo, we're getting this little permission slip from the universe to move towards the things that make us happy. It's a time to pursue our joy. So with that 8 of Cups, that's what I get. I get this feeling like we're going to be walking away from um, things that don't make us happy because we're walking towards our joy. So that could be like giving up a habit or a hobby that you're not having fun with and choosing a different hobby. Think lighthearted, happy, and fun. That's kind of what this week is about. So I really like that. We needed that. Okay. And last announcement, you guys. So I was, as y'all know, I was sick and down for the count. So I wasn't able to post about or share those readings, but I'm still doing a readings drive for our Tea Time family member, Kay Talks, whose dog is having surgery on the 21st to remove a cancerous lump. And she and I have been DMing, and she sent me like the vet bill records and all that stuff. And I definitely want to be able to support her in whatever way we can. So if anybody is interested in getting a reading for a limited time from, tonight, excuse me, my throat, from tonight through Tuesday, I'm doing like a 48-hour turnaround on readings. If you guys would like to purchase one, we're going to donate all the proceeds from the readings to Kay so that she can put that towards her dog's surgery because it's very expensive. Vet bills are nuts these days. It's ridiculous, honestly. Don't get me started on that. But if you guys would like a reading, I'm offering $35 readings. Those will be audio readings, and it can be anything. It's dealer's choice, or I guess whatever the dealer. Okay, it's your choice. You can do tarot, you can do birth chart, you can do a combo of tarot and birth chart. The reading will be about 30 minutes. You can do specifics, you can do general, numerology, whatever you want. It's a free for all, fun reading. So there's that $35 reading, and then there's a $150 reading. That's for the big bucks. If anybody wants a 30-minute Zoom call where we look at your birth chart, we talk about your numerology, we can even plan out your next 6 months based on your numerology. I mean, we can really do whatever. These are both kind of your choice. But it's fun. We can read whatever you want, and it's in depth just for you. And if you want to do that, email me britcardsandstars@gmail.com. Those are available from today through Tuesday. And it's a 48-hour turnaround on your reading. Just shoot me an email. I'll also put it in the description box here with all the details. And yeah, and we can donate that money to K Talks for her pup to make it a little bit easier on them. So, all right, you guys. How do we book it, Britt? Okay. Yay, you guys. So fun. Okay. So I am going to put, yes, DM me, or you can DM me. You can either email me or DM me if that's easier for you guys. At Brit Madrid is my personal one. Just shoot me one over there because that's probably the easiest way. But I'm going to write in the description box if y'all are watching this later, or if you guys just need to like see it written out. I'm like that sometimes. I'm going to write it on the description on this video, all the details to get your reading. Okay. I'm so excited. Yay. Let's help Kay. Let's help her pup, and just sending them healing vibes too. That was a good reading to get also for anybody having surgery or anything done this week, because it's like overcoming obstacles and, good stuff. All right, you guys. Love y'all so, so much. I'll also post in the community tab too for clarity. I want everybody to be able to find these. But okay, you guys, I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for being so patient while I overcame and I'm still trying to overcome that virus, which turned into a secondary infection. Not good stuff. I highly don't recommend, but we're good now, on the mend, keeping it positive. You too, Sage. Yeah, you guys have the happiest Easter, the hoppiest Easter of all. Love y'all so, so much. Yay. Have a wonderful holiday. Yay, Penny. Have a great day, you guys. Thanks, Chrissy. Happy Easter or Resurrection. Beautiful. Happy Easter, Robin, Gigi. Love y'all. And Beth, if you're watching this later, we love y'all. We love you, and we tried to manifest you the whole time. Hope you feel loved, Beth. Okay. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the good requests. I'll see y'all soon.